Topsoils naturally contain organic matter in the top 6 to 10 inches. This is where oxygen-dependent soil life stabilizes plant debris and extracts nutrients for plant growth. Concentrated organic matter deeper than 12 inches can cause soggy, problematic conditions. Follow this model to create healthy, well-drained landscapes. Limit compost amendment and compost-heavy soil mixes to the top 6 to 10 inches of the landscape. Before adding amended topsoil mixes, rototill or rake the top few inches of the existing soil to create a gradual transition. This allows drainage and deep root growth. Adding too much compost can create soggy conditions that can prohibit healthy growth. Adding the right amount will improve soil quality and plant health. An inch of compost will add beneficial soil life and nutrients to any soil. Many native soils naturally contain a healthy amount of organics and don't need much additional compost. King County's online compost and topsoil calculator can help you determine how much compost is needed. Silty and heavy clay soils need less compost, while very sandy and gravelly soils, common in King County, benefit from higher compost rates to improve water and nutrient storage. For soils needing amendment, the default rate of 1 3/4 inches of compost mixed into the top 8 inches of soil is adequate for turf areas. 3 inches is good for planting beds. Only amend soils below 12 inches if needed to break up compaction and if organic content is below 2% by weight. Wet soil is easily compressed by foot or equipment traffic, which prevents plants from taking in oxygen, water, and nutrients. Good soil structure includes sufficient pore space for water to drain. A hand squeeze test is a good indicator of proper soil or compost moisture. If water drips out of the soil that has been squeezed into a ball, or the compost forms a clump that does not easily fall apart, it is too wet to spread or mix compost into soil. Prevent traffic on wet soils with barriers and signage and include language in specifications and contracts to require contractors to do the same. Protect amended soil from rain with plastic covers if planting during the wet season. Use boards or coarse wood chips to create paths for placing and installing plants, and limit traffic to these routes. Compaction of soil after amendment or placement creates a stable surface that will drain evenly. However, too much compaction prevents drainage and root growth. Effective compaction can be done via boot compaction, rolling, or plate compaction. Consolidate 9 to 12 inch amended layers or imported layers of soil. Consolidating thinner layers, as typical for construction aggregate, can result in overcompaction. Remember, never consolidate wet soil. Use a stiff rake or harrow to scuff the surface of rolled or plate compacted layers before placing another layer on top. King County's CompostWise program supports the regional market for compost by purchasing and applying compost generated from food and yard waste and provides assistance to other regional jurisdictions to do the same. Reach out if you have questions about purchasing or applying compost.